This is Jungle Chat, Volume 3. So, by now you know the reason for this Jungle Chat. It's just to get you guys to get to know everyone who's involved with Gnome Surf. This past week we're very lucky to have Laura here with us, direct from Switzerland.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have her introduce herself and explain a little bit why she's here with Gnome Surf.
Hi everyone, I'm Laura. I'm from Switzerland, as you heard. I'm 25 years old. And in Switzerland, I'm doing a studies, higher education on movement and movement therapy. So I have to do a diploma thesis, and because I love surfing myself, I looked into it and I found some places that do surfing as a kind of therapy, and that idea just felt like really crazy and good to me, and I was like, ooh, I want to study this. I want to know what that's about. And so my diploma thesis became of surfing as a part of therapy. And then I was looking around at places who do surf therapy, and I found Gnome. I just wrote an Instagram message. I had a call with Chris, and here I am.
Yeah.
In Costa Rica in the jungle.
Yeah, so we're lucky to have Laura here with us doing her thesis on movement and exercise therapy, so to say. She's been a great asset to us here. So tell us a little bit about what you learned about surf therapy working with us here at Gnome.
It's great to see how many different people you reach with this part of therapy, and I've seen so many kids now here in Costa Rica that work on surfing as therapy, and they had many different abilities, and not one kid that I saw was frustrated or crying or anything. Everyone was so happy doing this part of therapy, and it's crazy how this kind of therapy can have so big of an impact in different parts of their life. It's not just the physical. They get a really social experience out of it and can build up a social community. That's a big part of beneficial stuff for kids with autism. Then you have the strengthening and balance for every child that needs it, and it's just so great that it affects so many different aspects of therapy.
Yeah, and you point on it, you hit the nail right on the head, right? Obviously, surfing is a very physical sport, right?
It is.
So as someone who's studying her thesis in physical therapy, so to say, on how it can benefit our athletes from the standpoint of physical, right?
Yeah.
And what you uncover is that the social emotional side of surf therapy is just as impactful, if not more.
It's
right?
huge.
There's a lot of lessons that these kids are learning out there in the water just through surfing that can be implemented in their everyday life. Like, they're learning how to fall off the board and get back up again.
Yeah.
They're learning how to fail at something, not be so good at something, but not get so frustrated, continue to work on it, and then see these gains and wins and watch themselves grow. That in turn gives them self-confidence to try other things in their lives. So that's super magical to see. And that's what we get from our parents back home, and even the parents here of the local kids in Costa Rica are starting to see those gains and wins in their kids. Not only that, like you touched on, it provides a community, not only for the athlete, but for the parents, for the families. And that's what we've seen here again, here in the jungle, is that by providing this community for these kids, which is true inclusion, that's what this is all about, right?
Yeah.
Which in the United States, Canada, even in Europe, we're much more advanced in this theory of inclusion.
Yeah.
I was talking last night with one of my friends who actually lives here in Costa Rica, and she's thinking of starting a nonprofit as well. And what we notice here in Central and Latin America is that there's almost, they're trying, right? And we've met some amazing humans who started nonprofits like Betsy, to try to break down this barrier of inclusion and what kids with various abilities have, right? There's almost like a prejudice still here in Latin America, and I think we have to take it upon ourselves, Gnome and all the other nonprofits here in the area, to try to advance that mission of true inclusion. These kids aren't less. They're different, but they're not less.
No, they're not, and it's amazing to see what they are able to do. Like, they exceed everything that they've done before, and they can do so much more than ever thought of by their parents, by themselves. And like, surfing is one of the things that they do that helps them to realize that, because surfing is a risk sport. Not everyone does it, and they are able to go out in the ocean. That's scary. Go out in the ocean, hop on a surfboard with someone, and just ride the waves.
Yeah.
That's so magical.
So magical. I mean, you touch on a few things there, right? We take a very strengths-based approach. Like, we're not looking at what they can't do. We're
Yeah.
believing in them for what they're possible and capable of doing. And they feel that. They're overcoming fears,
Oh,
right? We're all scared sometimes when we go out surfing, right? Like,
For sure.
oh, those waves are big. The kids aren't different, right? So they have to overcome that fear initially of surfing. And then the other thing you touched on is trust. They have to learn how to trust us as instructors to help them fulfill getting up on a surfboard and riding. And by trusting us, they are realizing their own power.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing to witness. Like, some of our athletes will come scared and then they leave like they are pro surfers. Like, that swag is there. Like, they're walking like, phew, like they're even flexing, like, you know, acting like an athlete, throwing, you know, kisses out to the mom, pointing out number one. And that's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff to witness. And that's what we're here to take along. So, we'll leave everyone with this. Is there anything that you would tell somebody who is maybe hesitant of trying surf therapy? What would be your advice to that parent, number one? And number two, anything you want to tell?
Okay, so on number one, just go ahead and try it. It's so magical. Don't be scared, try new things, like always in life, actually. And find yourself an organization that you feel comfortable with, because not everyone's the same. And I've seen how you do it here in Gnome, with lots of trust, lots of work with the parents as well, so they get included in the process and they can see that everything's safe. So find a program that you feel like is really safe and you feel trusted, and then just go for it. You will see the magic. And number two, I want to say thank you, for having me here, for experience this beautiful place, this beautiful work with the kids, and having some magical moments here.
Yep.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. We can't wait to hopefully read this
of course.
thesis of yours that you're doing. And on the first part, you touched on it, right? Gnome is a judgment-free zone. And when we say that, we mean it. We back up that talk. You should feel free to come as you are and be who you are. Like, that's what we're about. At our core, we welcome you. You belong. You're included. And we hope you join us. So, thank you, Laura.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone out there. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Have a wonderful day. Bye.